Ooh. You're back for Riku's side of things. Looks like you're still alive.
Where am I?
Stay asleep.
Who's there?
You should remain asleep. Here, between light and dark.
Between what? The king! Where's the king? Together we close the door to darkness. After that?
You came drifting here by yourself. You did not have the strength to overcome the darkness. Or maybe you were close to it.
As if I'm some kind of demon.
Turn from the light. Shut your eyes. Here, blanketed by the darkness, sleep is safety. Sleep is eternal. But
What's this?
it is a door to the truth. Take it and your sleep ends as you take the first step toward the truth. But know this, the truth will bring you pain. Will you still go? There is no return to the security of sleep.
This seemed like a boring place to take a nap anyway.
That was very well said, Riku.
A door to the truth, huh?
Okay. This is so cool. This is a boring place to take a nap anyway. You know that. I guess we're gonna say it would be here. I think I've lost where I did that first segment originally, including the save for it. Like, we ended at level 8, and I don't see it anywhere, so this is going to be us. It is what it is. Alright, now... Alabaster. This is Alabaster. What you see is not real. It is a world of your memory. My memory. The things you remember from your time at Magnificent's castle became a card, and a card made this world. You've seen everything here before, haven't you? Yeah. So what now? Am I going to learn something? Maybe meet someone? You would meet the people in your memories. Ordinary. What does that mean? That's a new question. It better be you I run across next voice. Things. Oh, here we go.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Like it! Take this! Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it!
I'm sure I mentioned this in my original playthrough of this level, but whenever you play Riku in a game, oh my goodness, excuse me. These playthroughs are usually tougher than Sora level, or Sora of equivalence level, let's say. To like Sora's level 1.
Take
Most of
this!
it. And that kind of goes for later games, or technically, if you're going timeline-wise, later games if you're going to this wise, which is what we're doing. There's other characters that have playstyles Similar to Soul Within. So like, a later character named Terra, his playstyle seems very similar to Sora. And not Sora, Riku. And there's another character. Let's go on a date, so we're not spoiling anything. But those two characters play pretty much very similar to how Sora would be played. And there's another character called Aqua. And she doesn't play the other one. Which makes me wonder if the most recent game I have not played yet, but I'm gonna play at the end of replaying all the games, is Memory of Melody, and as I understand it, we get to play as Kairi as part of that, and I'm wondering if that maybe Kairi's playstyle is similar to Aqua's playstyle. Like it! Take this! Kind of one of those things of like, you kind of feel like life is a bit tougher for Riku. He does not get the life as much that Sora seems to just grip on sometimes. And because of that, his journey is different than Sora's. And, you know, well, Sora is important. You know, the boss position that he takes, like, essentially solo. He's working out by his left protecting what he cares about from a distance in different ways. Where Sora is usually in the thick of it with, you know, usually multiple companions. It's very rare for Sora to acting entirely on his own. Or without direction of others. Like it! He's back distance. The Zoom back distance is a later one of the it was spoiled a lot. Like it! These basically people are a lot more different. For me, it's probably my favorite. Play-wise, you were playing like this. Well, not quite like this. You're playing as both Sora and Riku, and you swap back and forth between them because of the mechanics of the game. It's basically, you can just pass it out, and the other one picks up in their realm, and you're playing with them for a bit, and then they kind of like honk out, and then you're back as the other character. So like the whole time, both of them are essentially on their own. They have it's almost like a Pokemon mechanic in that one, where they kind of have pets, but like, so they're not talking. Like it's not like don't interfere with them. It's they've got kind of Pikachu sort of situation going on. It's not exactly what's going on, but you know that's the thing. So when they're interacting with a person, it's somebody from that local world that they're dealing with at the moment. Like I said, they're kind of like slightly separate. That one. It's not a great way of explaining it, but like they're both visiting the same world, but they're visiting them in different ways. Yeah, let's just say there's different dimensions for it. Maybe the legend. And so like there's moments in time where they can kind of like see the image of each other and whatnot, and like Riku spends they both spend a good chunk of their time worrying about each other. which is just it's kind of funny to see. Like I said, they kind of go back and forth, world to world. You know, kind of almost scene to scene. Not quite beat to beat, but like one of them, it's like somebody walks up to Sora in his version of events. And he was like, "Hey, let's be friends." And Sora's like, "Well, sure, I'd love to." And Riku has a similar situation where somebody comes up to him and is like, "Hey, let's be friends." And he's like, "Hey, you're kind of hella sus. What's the deal?" like it. Just, you know, "Hi, stranger. No, I'm not interested in the immediately trust me juice, but you can tell me what's going on and all that type of thing." So I feel like Riku is a little more world-wise than Sora. Sora's we'll call him trusting. We'll call it, like, you know, are you gonna view it as naivete or just a want to trust the world that's out there type of thing? You know, kind of depending on how you view it, it's a negative or a positive treat. I like to try and view it as a positive treat, but I also recognize the fact that he's an idiot. I love him, but he's not the nicest. Shield slam right into the
Take this!
I feel like
it!
Sora is an ideal of how to interact with your world that's going to get you in trouble, and Riku tries his best to get them in trouble by when he comes across the suspicious situation, he's like, "Alright, I'm going to, you know, take this with a grain of salt rather than decide it." And like, that'll either work out or it won't. But so does diving in its own right, I guess. You know, obviously, things do often work out for Sora as well. Like, his curiosity and I don't know, never-ending forward motion is, you know, sometimes it is. We'll say it's rewarded as often as punished, but probably rewarded more often than is punished for the story, since obviously, you know, if it was punished too harshly, then we'd lose our main character, and then the story would just kind of end there. So,
take this!
Whereas Riku's coming for that story too, so in theory things might work out for him either way, but he takes a
take this!
Sure, logical approach to something his style of play comes off as
take this!
It seems like he has to put up with more. It seems like he has to struggle with more dangerous things that whatever gentle buffer is in the world that keeps Sora from losing all hope is something that Riku actively struggles against. And it's, you know, part of where Riku's strength comes from is taking that different path and really being his own character. And I like that. I like this.
Like it!
There's a lot of side characters at the end of the day in Kingdom Hearts that are pivotal to the plot or part of the world. You could, depending on how you want to write a game, some one-dimensional, you can make it multi-dimensional. And they really did a lot to expand on Riku's character to really, in my mind, make him one of the main characters in his own right. Keep breaking these chests like there's going to be something of value in them. Riku just figures those cards out. Riku gets the hand that fate deals him. Goodbye cards as Riku. We get to make life as Riku.
Like it!
But yeah, so I'm actually Kairi. We get some stuff with Kairi too, but I feel like Kairi. Bearing in mind that I haven't gotten to play the game where you get to actually play as Kairi. Kairi in the earlier stuff. Like, at this point, right? Because, like, okay, she's not really in this game, save for as an image. And in the other game, the first game, she was really essentially in a coma for the first segment of it. And then we didn't spend too much time with her when she had woken up. So, like, she really hasn't gotten where we are right now. Hasn't gotten and I'm trying to think. I don't think, save for a part in one of the later games, I'm not going to label it because I don't know. But at some point, you get to do a fight, a boss fight, and play her for a bit in some of it. So, but like that's the only time you really get to play as Kairi. So hard to say, right, what her playstyle is like. But Melody of Memories is totally like I said, but you get to play as Kairi. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. Because there are. You do get to have the occasional conversation with Kairi. But she's kind of so like we're out here on in the wilds having our adventures. Right now we're kind of darkness, right? Describe it terribly. And Kairi right now is back on the island. And, I don't think we really get to touch on it all in this game. I think you find out in the second one. But the fact that their memories get messed with also mess a bit with hers. So, like, describe it. I probably won't be able to talk too much about it. But basically, she's also got. So like we saw her at the end of this game, kind of staring wistfully at the island. There's something going on, and she like kind of knows something's happening, but she doesn't. There's nothing really to indicate to her for what, and she's more or less trapped where she is, because right now the borders between the worlds are closed. They're not. And even if they weren't, I don't think she... Well, I mean, she did travel here, but she doesn't remember how, right? She traveled to Destiny Island from Hall of Ashen, but she doesn't remember how that happens necessarily. So, let's say more or less, she's not got a certain way to travel between worlds. Like, she doesn't have a gummy ship, or like you've seen the power of darkness can circumvent the gateways and whatnot. Later we'll learn that there's actually one or two more ways of getting from world to world. But that's not something that Kairi has accessible. So whatever's going on, she's stuck where she is. Like, stuck wondering, stuck with no news. There's no one telling her, you know, okay, they're fine, they're on their way, they're working through some shit or whatever. She's got her own path that she's got to walk down, and it's literally forcibly separated from the other two. laughing. Everything is just how I remember it, even this room. It must be nice being back in your old bedroom. Think of all the memories. You again. Sorry, but these memories I could do without. Maleficent gave this room to me. Gave me this room. So she did, and you lived here, tempted by the darkness she offered. You cast away your home, your friends, everything, but at least she gave you a nice room. I mean, it's a pretty sweet bookshelf collection here. Stop talking. We did actually get to see, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the time we were playing Kingdom Hearts, but there was a lot of shifting around of the bookcases, and you do actually reveal Riku's room while you're doing that. It's not, called out as such in the game or anything like that, but that is one of the spaces you discover. I think there's like a treasure chest in there. But yeah, long story short, Kairi's stuck where she is, and we can't get back to her, and she can't get to us at the moment. How that's going to change and whatnot, obviously that's for a later game to share with us, but imagine, okay, you've got two friends that literally grew up with, you really don't remember a time without them, right? Like, from Kairi's own telling of it, she and her grandmother, she and her family, the only family she mentions by name is her grandmother, showed up one night and a meteor shower happened, and you kinda, from other things in the game, you would assume that was when the world was lost in darkness, so the star goes out, it kind of looks like a meteor shower, and the people that have hearts strong enough to survive the world ending kind of get scattered, might wind up in Traverse Town, or might wind up somewhere else. But usually they'd wind up in Traverse Town. So, A, it's weird that she wound up at Destiny Island versus Traverse Town. But B, she wound up there. But she wound up there, her family wound up there. And so now she's been living there for years. So we've seen flashbacks and looking to see maybe, okay, if the kids are teens now, and I think at some point, they don't say anything, how old everybody is. But I think the games start with Sora 13 or 14, let's say. So, and we get flashbacks of them looking much younger. So, like, somewhere between, that indeterminate 7 to 10-year-old look of anime children gone younger than middle schoolers type of thing. So, okay, I don't remember my home. My memories more or less start at 6-7. And then for the past, let's say, 7 years, I've been hanging out with Sora and Riku, and they're my best friends. And now, I had this really weird thing where I was in a coma for a while. I woke up in this strange world, in a strange castle, with Sora disappearing in front of me. I hugged a monster and came back as Sora. And then I wound up being brought to Traverse Town. Finding out that my world has been destroyed, that Sora's trying to fix it, that my other best friend is taken over by that guy. I was told that I have to basically stay here because I don't have helpful skills at the moment. So I get to sit and wait for however that susses out, and when it does suss out, we go from her being in Traverse Town to her being on the beach in Destiny Island, with Sora, kind of fading in and out, and her being she doesn't even have time to be like, what's going on? He's basically like, I'll find you. Like, she doesn't know if Riku's okay. She doesn't know where Sora's going, why he can't come with her. She's like, you know, she believes in her friends, so she's like, I know you will. I know you'll come find me or do whatever you gotta do, type of thing. But that's what we see. And then the world literally falling back up around her. Right? And for the folks that, you know, basically got disappeared when the darkness came for their world, they get restored. But it's kind of sketchy whether or not they remember what happened. Like, it's one of those things like where they're kind of like, when the darkness devours your world and you disappear, you're kind of not anywhere. Like, technically, I guess your heart probably joined up with, you know, what other hearts happened in the world, or you became heartless somewhere else, you can say, but, like, regular folks don't necessarily maintain themselves like Sora did when they're heartless. We're told flat out that was a weird thing that happened. So, your world basically reforms around you. You might be the only person that actually has any inkling of what happened. And to be fair, like we probably caught up Kairi to about, you know, what had happened thus far, more or less, by Hollow Bastion. And then we left her in Sunrise Town while we were working on stuff. So like she has, you know, the cliff notes of all of that to work with. And then she's her own devices throughout obviously throughout this whole thing. She's back home. We saw her on the beach at the end of the side, so, you know, while Jess we don't necessarily run into her on Riku's side. Spoiler. I mean, it's probably and so until such time as there's some way for her to travel to them and to get back to her, you know, she's literally cut off from the story right now. This one, I want her folder. She probably started getting something. But yeah, so I don't know what my end point of all that was, but I just, like, consider Kairi and her situation, because, like, she does get some guff sometimes, and, like, she does act oddly in the first game or so, in some ways, and I really feel like that's because they weren't quite sure which direction they were going to go with her at this point. It's like, I think they really initially had her mentally that they were going to have, like, when the game was first kind of envisioned, it was going to be like, okay, Sora and Kairi were going to be an item, and Riku was going to be a foil to that, or something like that. And as they progressed their characters, they really fell in love with Riku as well, and they're like, no, it's going to be more than that. And so they developed him more, and even in this game, like, he gets a full side of this game, so no one's here either. There's nothing but Heartless in this castle. Boys, I know you're watching, so explain this. Where are the people from my memories? Do you want to see them? Of course I do. But you cast them aside. What? You dreamt of the outside world and you passed through the door to darkness. Behind you, you left family, friends, home, everything, all in pursuit of darkness. But I cast that aside too. And what do you have to show for it? First, your home, then the dark your heart only knows to cast away. It's empty, like that room. Like your memories. That's why you don't meet anyone. It's Bean Voice. Your heart is hollow, except for the residual darkness. You're wrong. I rejected the darkness. Ha 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 ha. Did you really know? But yeah, so my roundabout point was that our Kyrie, currently, the real Kyrie, is back home and kind of in a space where she's probably the only one that remembers anything of what is going on. Oh. Why am I that one? So that's kind of messed up too, right? Like, if you just had this, like, insane adventure, and there's the door. So yeah, imagine you just fucking went to Narnia or something for a mouse, and now you're back in the mundane world. You can't get back to your crazy world. Your friends are back there. Your friends are essentially back there, and you're like, I don't even know that you're going to talk about it to anybody, because I don't know that anybody else, like on her world, actually remembers that that happened. Because they were, you know, Sora, Kyrie, and Riku were the only people we saw survive the end of their world. So, everyone else that was restored when the world was restored, were probably just, you know, kind of in that nothingness or what have you, of whatever happens when the world is restored. They weren't conscious of that time passing. So, what does that even mean, you know? Does anybody believe her? Does she feel like she's crazy? You know, can she discuss it with anybody? Is it even, like, after a while? Like, the time between the first game and the second game is at least a year or so. So, you know, I start doubting that it even happened. Your memory of it get foggy when nothing else that's even remotely in your world kind of in any way is like, oh yeah, that happened. On the one hand, first day Kyrie was kind of all over the place. But on the other hand, also, Harry deserves a little leeway at finding her way and everything. Alright. That's fast for memory. We're fine. I need a 5 or higher. It's a 5. Alright. I knew you would return, Riku. Maleficent, you're alive. You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. But of course, after all, your heart is steeped in darkness. You can only see those who exist in that same darkness. No. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness it contains, you would be completely alone. That's sounding pretty good right now. Come now, you once turned to me to sate your hunger for darkness. You want me here, but who but I can grant you the darkness you long for? There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the dark. But never again. You and your darkness have nothing to offer. All I did was lose myself, empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the dark, I'll take you out one by one. You mustn't forget to destroy yourself last. For, like me, you are one of the dark. That's fine with me. I turned to darkness because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the darkness just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent. How about you? No. So you hate the darkness enough to fight it. Oh, the agony you must feel. And let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever. With the wondrous powers of darkness. Come on, hard when you have no daily cards, eh? He's so smug. Good for you, Riku. Can I put her card in my deck? You can't have nice things. There it is. Let's do it. Sacrifice reload speed to power up card attacks. Decrease damage from physical attacks. Healy balls. View report. boy with a secluded island life. Riku dreamed of seeing other worlds. He got his wish when darkness devoured Destiny Islands, and he was thrust to the outside world while looking for his lost friend Kairi. He met Maleficent and accepted her help, but Maleficent and her eyes on Riku's strength. It was working to make him power of darkness, but he used just the power gave power over him. That is why Riku fought his best friend Sora, and now his heart fell to darkness, or as some pursuer of darkness. But Riku's heart was freed by Sora's light. Sora, Riku, and the king worked together to close the door to darkness, but Riku was trapped inside in the realm of darkness. Will we ever see the realm of light again? Only time will tell. What is the purpose of this? The king reigns over Disney Castle. He set off alone to protect his world and all the worlds from the dominion of the dark. When Riku fell into the realm of darkness, the king showed him the way, but the two were separated when the door to darkness was closed. Kyrie's waiting back home. Ansem? Serve darkness to open the door of darkness. Ansem used the Heartless to steal countless hearts. He enslaved Riku, but not just demise of Riku's... Sorry, fan. Nonetheless, Ansem's shadow lives on in the depths of Riku's heart. Okay. I do too, since obviously we lost our last save somewhere. Alright.
Why do you shun the darkness?
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time you learned you must accept it.
What do you mean?
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice. If you are to serve me again.
I thought it was you, Ansem.
Oh, you don't seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in, so you can play puppet master.
Clever boy. I knew you'd be the one to most appropriately serve me. And now, surrender to me again.
You're crazy! Not a chance!
Did you really think you could do me harm? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side.
Oh, excuse me for being weak.
You are weak. You need darkness. Surrender. Bow to darkness. Bow to me.
That's not gonna happen.
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong!
Oh. That voice. Your Majesty?
That's right! Remember, Riku, you're not alone! Listen close. The light'll never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it. I won't lose to darkness. Not today.
You think that feeble little light can save you? From the darkness that I command?
I don't think it's fair to have to fight Ansem, because Ansem doesn't have a body. Give me all you got. I'll give it right back. I didn't realize it's the third. Just like it.
From Guardian!
Rapid break, quickly breaks. Okay. Not giving up? I wonder how much you can take. I'm just going along until you give up. Show the same value card as your opponent and press triangle. Alright.
Come on!
Yeah. Like all the cards I don't have. Yeah, well, I don't really have a choice in my cards, do I?
Just me!
I don't know what to tell you, man. I get the point. Fun to play with you anymore. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Just me!
How about that?
Get a load of this!
I don't have control of my own cards.
What?
Sweetheart.
That all you got?
It seems to me that you are intent on resisting the darkness. All right, then see it for yourself. This is a card crafted from your memory. Advance through the world it creates, and soon you will understand. Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it. I'll enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
I have one more gift for you.
What'd you do?
I simply tempered the darkness that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
To use it or not is your choice. I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to sense it and yield to the darkness in your heart.
I don't wanna. You can't make me. No, 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 no. Dark mode can be activated when you have accumulated maximum dark points through the card breaks. In dark mode, your skills are powered up, and you have more slates to choose from. Dark points is lost when your cards are broken or you receive damage. Riku returns to normal when your DP reaches 0. In case dark points during dark mode, choose darkness boost while leveling up. Now I got some towns. Alright. Oh, I missed Glide already.
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here, Zaxian? I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vexen. It's such a shame. The organization used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6. How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen. Zexion, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors. I picked up 2 scents in the castle's lowest basement. One of them was Maleficent.
Don't be absurd. The witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition.
If you would let me finish. The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to a very convincing double. But I truly cannot say much beyond that, since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
And who is it?
I do not know for sure, but the scent was very similar to that of the Superior.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it? This truly piques my curiosity.
Now, what to do?
We wait. See what develops.
Something smells funny. What's that scent? It's so familiar. Darkness. It's the smell of darkness. I can't believe this is happening. The darkness even seeped into my skin.
Don't worry, Riku.
Your Majesty! Oh! What happened? I can see right through you.
Funny, huh? I can only send a bit of my power to this place. That's why I've got a request for you.
Request?
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do, I know. But please don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little bit of light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's a request from my heart.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
Oh. You're an illusion.
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We're connected, you and me.
Guess we are.
Okay, so I didn't want to preempt that, like you mentioned it before, so that we weren't spoiling his show up, but if anybody could be said to be Riku's traveling companion, or let's say somebody more that he gets to touch base with, because he doesn't always get to travel with me, like obviously they're not physically together here, but they kind of are, they get to pal around on their journeys a bit, like, you know, Sora gets to with Goofy and Donald. So, like, it's not quite the same, because they... I feel like I should say, as self-sufficient, you know, near adults or adults, Mickey and Riku also do stuff completely by themselves. But there are also times when they actually get to, you know, work side by side. and I kind of love the dynamic of the two of them. It's just the best. So that's something to look forward to as well whenever we get to Riku King with Gatan. Alright, so this is, I just saved, right? I don't know, I did, right? I did. I totally did. Definitely did. Right. Yeah, I did. Okay. There's like 2 minutes saved bar, so. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna end this one here. And